Hello everyone, Vita's A32 back with another deck review. Today's review deals with a little bit of French history and playing card history. It is the Bastille playing cards from Chartreuse Card Club. So this is the Bastille playing cards by the Chartreuse Card Club. It says Bastille. It says Chartreuse Card Club. It also says a revolutionary deck for players and magicians. It says Coloro Premium. And it says poker size playing cards on the very bottom. This was produced through a website similar to Kickstarter called Ulule.com. I'll put a link in the description, I guess, if I don't forget. It says Linoid, thinnest quality, Carte Azure, Hot de Gomme on one side. I don't know what Hot de Gomme means. On the other side says Card Suisse, Grenoble en France, Fabriques USA, par USBC. More French stuff. I didn't bother to check what it means. And then the top says Bastille poker size playing cards. The bottom is a barcode and with a link to the website chartreusecardclub.fr. And yes, it's very French. And then the back you see the bat design. There's lots of details in here in the bat design, all representing that region of France. This whole deck, Bastille, deals with playing card history of the 15th century, and also Bastille, which is the start of the French, which is the French Revolution, which started in the Grenoble area, and there's a lot of stuff related to that in the back design. For instance, the three flowers you see in the center, the roses, they are a symbol of Grenoble. You see this cross, which is the cross of Saint Bruno. You see in there a knight and a sword from the Bayard Knight, the Chartreuse Mountains, the Alps, the Genepi bottles, fir branches, etc., etc. Lots of details in there related to that region, which is, it's pretty cool. There's no seal, just a standard USB-C tucker. As you see different phases of the moon on the flap, as well as the Alps. And it says Gratianopoulos, something like that. And then here we got a couple of reveals. You got a Jack of Spades, and you get a Roi of Clubs, a King of Clubs in French reveal, despite the fact that there's no French suits, which is kind of weird considering how French this whole thing is, including the project. Inside you get a card that says Chartreuse Card Club with their website. And on the other side, and you see a bunch of fluorescing going on, or card moves. On the other side, you have information on who each card is. Of course, it's all en français. You also get a duplicate free of spades, featuring a white back design, as opposed to the black back that comes on the deck. So it's a color change and a duplicate. That's always pretty cool. And there's actually some writing on the back design as well, which is Latin. You may not be able to read it. What it means basically is cards stay as the world turns. And definitely. The Jokers, they say Joker in the corner, and it says La Tour Sans Venine, which is a tower sans venine, which is in Grenoble. And the other one is the same except for a Seven of Spades reveal within it. Each suit represents a different season, and you see that on the aces. And also each one represents a different thing. These spades represent nobility, which it says in French. And it represents winter, I believe. You see some rats or something on there. The hearts represent the clergy, and I believe spring. Clubs represent summer, and the bourgeois, where it says, I think it says on the paysans for some reason. And the diamonds represent the peasants and fall. Pretty cool aces, nice colors. I'll just put them up here. But then we get to the court cards. Like I said, the spades are nobility, the hearts are clergy, the diamonds are the bourgeois, and the clubs are the peasant. I think I said the diamonds here, I mixed them up. I apologize. That makes sense. Paisans, peasants. And the bourgeois. Right. So then we get to the court cards. Of course, clubs in French is pique. Hearts are coureur. The clubs are trèfle. And the diamonds are carreau, which I'm probably completely butchering. This is the king of spades, which is Pierre Terral de Bayard. This is Mathilde de Alban, the Duchess de Dauphine. This is Le Duc de les Daguerres. Fantastic. This one, the King of Hearts, is Saint Bruno, whose cross is on the back design. Not familiar with him. The Queen of Hearts is Louise de Ponsanas. It's going to take a while. The Jack of Hearts is Omon Chartreuse. The King of Clubs is Louis Mandarin. I know what you're thinking. Who the hell are these people? I don't know myself, unfortunately. And I mean, there's information on the project page you can check out with information on each one. I'm not going to go over every intricate detail who these people are, because I want this review not to take forever. This one, the Queen of Clubs, is La Fille Melusine. The Jack is Crisis. Hope that's how you pronounce it. And then we got Antoine Barnavi. Probably butchering all the names. The Queen here is the Femme Bourgeois de Moyen Oz. And Stenhall. Fantastic. I think the number cards are fairly straightforward. The court cards are, as you can see, they're very colorful. Each one represents something different. Each one has its own color scheme to some extent. And they're pretty nicely designed. They're a little cartoony, but they're pretty cool. Of course, these are printed by the USB-C on a bicycle stock, Ercus Infinis. It is a one-way bad design because of the flowers in the center, but it is what it is. I think it's a pretty cool deck. It's a great theme. It's something that's pretty unique. You don't see a whole lot of playing cards like this with this type of theme. So I was down for it as soon as I saw it, and I saw the artwork. I'm glad I got it. You'll probably be able to get them from the Chartreuse Card Club. If you missed out, I'll put the link in the description. And that is that. I would say probably 10 out of 10. Solid effort. Very interesting, unique, creative. I like it. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I'll see you next time for more. Thanks for watching. See ya.